Hey, it's Annie. Today I am going to talk about some of my current favorites, okay? This isn't like a huge share, whatever. Just some of the things that I'm really loving, some things that I recently started using that I really love, and some things that I've been using for a while, some things that maybe I used a while ago that I'm starting to use again, okay? So before we get started, make sure that you click that button below and hit subscribe, and anytime that ring the bell too, because anytime I have a new video you'll be notified, and I have a new video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, so I love wearing perfume, but I don't wear it like all year round really. But I tend to wear it more in the summer just because I feel like when you get hot and sweaty and stanky, even when you wear deodorant, I just feel like I want to feel fresher. So a perfume that I just purchased recently that, oh my gosh, I love this perfume. It's probably my second most expensive perfume that I've ever bought, but I love it, okay? And it's from Replica, and it is the Lazy Sunday Morning. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I got a sample of this. It smells amazing. I got a sample of this from Sephora, and it came like a little bottle, and I was like, this smells amazing. And it's one of those fragrances that I don't like anything overpowering. There's one perfume that I have that's really strong, and it's my Dior, I think it's J'adore, I think is what it is. So pretty, but definitely strong. I don't wear that all the time. Usually on a special occasion I will wear that, but it definitely is stronger. So, you know, I just need a squirt of it. And that's probably the most expensive perfume. It's just like this one. I mean, they're both very expensive. I think this was $125. Did you hear that? Okay. But use very little of this. I love it, and I love this because sometimes I wear perfume, and I've spent a little bit of money on perfume before, and you'll wear it and it's like, I can't smell it anymore, you know? I want to be able to smell it, but I don't want it to be overpowering. I love this perfume so much. It's just really soft. It's not overpowering. It just has like a really light, fresh fragrance. I like fragrances in the summer to be light and fresh, and this is it. I just love it so much. It's so pretty. So I love that. I recently started using a new sunscreen on my face because I kept hearing about this, so I thought I'm gonna try it. So it's the let me make sure I'm saying this right. It's the Botanical Sunscreen Face. It's the tinted face, actually. 50 SPF. Broad spectrum from Australian Gold. So I've heard people talk about this, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try. One thing I will say about it, it says it's tinted, but honestly, it's not like it's not like makeup tinted. Like if you put it on, you're not gonna even notice that it's on. I mean, I have a white skin and I can't see it on me, okay? So you're not gonna put this on and be like, oh, that's my makeup. No, I don't even know why they tinted it, honestly. Because once it's in your skin, you can't see it, all right? But it doesn't leave that white cast that some sunscreens will do. This doesn't do it. Now, one thing I will say, another thing I'll point out about this, even though I really like this because this is the sunscreen that I've been using, I started using a new face primer. It has silicone in it, and it doesn't play really nice with that. So you have to, so I apply this first, I let it sit on my face for a while, then I put my primer on, and it seems to be better, okay? But if you don't do that and you apply it right afterwards, on top of it, a primer that has a silicone in it, it's gonna ball up. Just letting you know, okay? But I have oily skin, and I find that this doesn't make my face feel oilier. It doesn't feel like it makes my makeup come off or whatever. Like, I really like this. Yes. Doesn't really have a scent to it. I mean, it doesn't smell like they put any fragrance in this. Let me see what else it says about it. It says it's hypoallergenic, has vitamin E in it, it's oxybenzone free, fragrance free, so that's why I don't smell anything. PABA free, I can't even read what that is. It says it's reef friendly, and there is no animal testing with this as well. So I really, really like this a lot. I found this at Ulta. I tried to order it online. It was sold out, but I just went to my local Ulta and they had it. So definitely would recommend this. I'm really, really liking this. Now, even though I use, sometimes I have some foundations that have sunscreen. I always use this, okay? So I use this sunscreen, and then sometimes I have foundations that have sunscreen. So something that I've been using more lately because my skin's been a little bit drier, and even though it's summertime, is I pulled out my It Cosmetics CC cream. Now this has an SPF of 50, which is nice. So I feel like I'm really protected wearing this and these, okay? Now one thing I will say with this is, even though my skin's a little bit dry, I have to be careful with this because it can tend to be, it's a little heavy. So if you have oily skin, you have to be careful with this. I do have oily skin, but my skin's dry and oily, so I've been okay with this, but it's not making my dry skin look patchy and dry, like it's not making it look worse, okay? The reason I have two colors is because I ordered this one, I ordered the wrong color. And actually, these probably work better together because this is light and this is fair. So this is pretty light and this is a little too dark. So I kind of been mixing the two and they've been working really well. So how I apply it is I pump the fair on and I just kind of dab it in. I use my fingers and then I use the light. I dab it on, use my fingers, then I go in with my beauty blender and I blend it well, okay? I really, really have been loving it. I used to use it, stopped using it, and now I'm really liking it again. So definitely would recommend that. And it seems to cover up my rosacea because I have rosacea, so it covers that up really well. Really, really liking this. And let me tell you that a little bit goes a long way, so don't use too much of it, okay? And something else that I'm really liking is some of my MAC eyeshadows. I'm not actually wearing these today, but I wear them a lot. So I'm going to share some of my favorites with you. I've just been wearing these, like, I just like them because they're nice earthy tones. I like to wear a lot of earthy tones. I just think it looks nice with my skin tone, my hair color. So one of my favorite colors from MAC is Texture, and that's this really pretty brown color here. Love wearing that. I will wear that in my crease above. I will wear it, oh, I feel like I have a hair on my face. I will wear it even on the outside corner of my eye. Love this. So that's Texture. A color that's very similar but just a little bit lighter is called Soft Brown. That's exactly what it is. It's a nice, pretty, soft brown. Again, that's a color I would use in my crease, and I would also use that on the outside corner. Get this out here. Another color that I really like is called Naked Lunch. Love this color to put on my lid. I love this color to highlight the top part of my eye. Really, really pretty soft, like a, I don't know, it looks like almost like a taupey brown color with like a little bit of shimmer. Really, really pretty. And one more color that I've been enjoying from MAC is called Shroom. Really pretty, really light, almost a white color, but not really. Like has a tint of like a taupey color in there, like a hint of it, I should say, of taupey. So it's not a complete white, but it's very, very light. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it, and I like to use that as a highlighter. But I really like those colors, and I've been wearing them a lot more lately. Something that I fell in love with recently, and I know I'll be using this more in the summer months too, and not just on my face, but maybe on my shoulders where I'm wearing an open shoulder shirt, is my Chanel Soleil de Tan Chanel bronzer. I love this bronzer. It took me a long time to get it because it's really expensive, but I will tell you, a little bit goes a long way. And here's a little tip that I learned from Wayne, okay? I've been trying to figure out what brush to use when I use this, because I felt like, depending on my foundation, sometimes when I was applying this, my makeup seemed to be coming off. So what I do now, and I will get my brush that I'm using. It's not a fancy brush. This brush is actually a Wet n Wild brush that I found. So I will take it, I will swirl it in here, and then I just pounce it on like that. And just from pouncing my bronzer on, it's keeping my foundation is staying in place, so it's not rubbing my foundation off. So that's something that I started doing. A tip that I got from Wayne Goss. Really like it. Love this. And like I said, you can even put it on your shoulders. You can put a little bit on your chest. I just love this. Really beautiful color. I don't find it to be orangey, and I'm really white, and I don't find it to be orangey.